Hi everybody, welcome to the Venton Lab. I'm Jill Venton. I am a professor of chemistry here and also the chair of the department at the moment. We're so sorry that you don't get to come and actually meet us in person, but we've made a little tour for you of our lab so that you can see the kinds of things that are going on and meet some of the people here. I'm really proud of our team and how they're reacting kind of during this coronavirus epidemic, but also about the cool research that goes on in our lab. So in our lab, we develop analytical tools to study neuroscience problems. And we do both sides of the equation. On the analytical side, we develop new electrochemical sensors and capillary electrophoresis techniques in order to be able to detect really tiny quantities of neurotransmitters in the brain. And then on the neuroscience side, we then use those sensors and implant them in things like fruit flies or model organisms like mice and rats to learn more about the dynamics of neurotransmitters in the brain. Our main goals at the moment are really to speed up the rate that we can actually measure chemicals in the brain so we have some idea of what the real-time changes are in neurochemistry. While we're not really a disease lab per se, we think that if we understand the neurochemicals better, that's going to lead to better treatments of disease. And so we do study things like Parkinson's disease, stroke, aging, that kind of information, and really looking at the chemical changes that are happening in your brain. So you're going to find a lot of different kinds of people in our lab, people who focus more on technique, people who focus more on biology, and it really all comes together, I think, for a really compelling research group acting on compelling research problems.
Hi, my name is Mimi. I'm a postdoc in Venton Lab. So my main research is focusing on Drosophila normagaster, which is a fruit fly. And especially I'm working on developing the analytical tool to measure the neurotransmitters released in the Drosophila brain in adult flies mainly. So I get to do a lot of cool electrochemistry and imaging and surgery in that tiny Drosophila fruit fly brain. So if you'd like to join us, you're welcome. I really love my project because who gets to do the surgery on the fruit fly and measure the neurotransmitter release in real time.
Hi, I'm Zgen. I'm the second year in Venton Lab, and I'm on the fundamental electrochemistry part of the Venton Lab. We're exploring different types of carbon-based electrodes, and we're doing microelectrode, and we're playing with the tiny little electrotips. But a small one can even have a very big chemistry here, so we're exploring the different structures and ways to different functions in the neurochemistry, neurotransmitter detection.
We measure neurochemicals in the brain in real time, and particularly during the diseases such as stroke, Parkinson's, and we measure these neurochemical changes and how these neurochemicals affect under these conditions such as stroke.
And we've also looked at sex differences, the differences in how adenosine in particular is released in the body between males and females. And we're also looking at some of how adenosine is a neuromodulator and how it affects the release of other neurotransmitters such as dopamine.
One of the things I'm proud about is that my students get to do a lot of traveling, that I like to send them to conferences. We also do a lot of celebrations here in the lab. You'll find out if you publish your first paper, you'll find out for every paper that we have a little ice cream party. I really believe that science is hard, it's a slog. Your research doesn't always work, but we need to celebrate it and share it when we do have successes.
So why did you join the Venton Lab?
So first of all, Jill is a really nice mentor, and also she helped me a lot, even though my undergrad background doesn't have so much strong analytical or electrochemistry background. She still paid a lot of patience and helped me to work it out, and now I get a pretty good fundamental knowledge and know how to deal with other things. And also neurochemistry combining with electrochemistry is quite interesting, although it's kind of hard, but it's still really good. And also, it's really fast measurement compared to other methods, which is really fascinating and really attract me. And also, our lab is people really nice, and everyone loves to talk around and help each other, which is a really good environment for me, and especially for foreign international students. It's really helpful. I love this environment, and I love continue doing research in Jill's lab.
We really love working here. It's a great environment to be in.
Venton Lab is really actively recruiting graduate students at the moment. We'd love to have at least 2 or 3 more people join our team next year in all of the different projects that you've heard about today. So please contact me. My email is just jventon, Jventon at virginia.edu if you want any more information, and I hope I can interact with you more throughout our sessions at graduate recruiting.